what you do is usually to complement or supplement what they're doing at their school, on their school team or their summer team, summer or fall team. So let's talk about, I think maybe a lot of parents have mismanaged expectations, what they're supposed to get from their team versus a private instructor. Some teams will say, don't hire private instructors. We do it all. I still ain't seen that yet done very well. And I think, Hunter Bledsoe is probably the one factor that I'm like, yeah, he does it better than everybody.
I agree with that 100%.
But outside of that, as being a head coach for a long time, it was like, guys, when we're think about it, even in college, the practice was for the team, right? The practice was a team practice, not a player practice. It was a team practice. So everything we worked on was for the team. Player stuff was done you're still doing player stuff, but really intense or defined or detailed player stuff was done on your own time type thing, right? So how do you probably get a whole lot of different expectations from parents here and there, I bet.
I do. And I tell them all the same thing. Like, I'm the behind the curtain guy. My job is to get your athlete so good that he's forced to be in the lineup. Now, where he hits in the lineup, I'm not in charge of that. And I tell high school coaches, travel ball coaches, like, the ones that have really good relationships with are the best hitters because it's constant contact with what they get with me, what they get with them, and then now they go play. They're not getting multiple voices or you're doing this with him, but you're doing this with me. It's like, I'm going to go straight to the source. Yeah. I'm going to talk to the coach because my job is to get you to do well and you to do well to help the team win. Yeah. I want all of y'all to win. Mm-hmm. So let's build a hitter that is forced to be in the lineup. Yeah. And if I can get 9 hitters on the same team, let's get them all in one lineup.
That's good.
Let's make it really hard for him to choose who hits where because everybody's hitting so well.
Love it. There's a lot of some of the baseball influencers on social media are phenomenal. They're phenomenal. There's also some instructors. Who are some people that you think do a good job on social besides you? That you would say I would if you're going to pay attention to somebody online, that would be your guy. I know your boy that out front hitting. What's his name?
Casey Smith.
Casey, I like. He was like I thought he did it. He was the first person I thought that did a good job with it that I found.
Yeah, he's done a phenomenal job. Even the stuff that's not on camera, listen to him talk. I would say me and him are very similar. Yes. Listen to him talk is cool. I've seen him do some big hitting speeches as well, and he is very good at what he does. Mm-hmm. The clips that you see on Instagram and stuff like that, it gives him a little bit of credit, but what he actually does is unbelievable.
Who's some other folks that stand out? There's one that's really standing out to me that he's very polarizing.
Teacher man.
Yeah. See, he already knew.
It's so even him, and this is where I get these two questions all the time about what do I think about Teacher man, and it's realistically him, and then there's 108 Performance, which is Eugene Bleecker, a really good buddy of mine, Nate Headley, who I worked for in Knoxville. Mm-hmm. It's kind of the great debate. Like, these guys are teaching different things, not necessarily good or bad either way, right? So my job is to live in the middle, because what if the tools in Teacher Man's toolbox can help a hitter?
That's right.
Or what if it's a tool in 108's toolbox that can help this hitter?
There is no right or wrong.
My job is to be able to take from them and take from them. I don't create anything. I don't make anything up. I customize it. That's all I'm doing is customizing stuff.
There's a show title in there on that one. Yeah, that's good.
That's what I do. It's because they're both they're right and wrong. It just depends on the hitter.
I agree. I agree.
We talked about Aaron Judge with Ethan. It's like, if you go back and look at it's either high school or early in his pro career. I got to find the video where his swing was like straight down. Yeah, it was really forward, and so going to see Teacher Man helped him because now he's more back. Yep. Realistically, he's getting more middle, and he's able to actually work back uphill to hit baseballs. Yep. So, but what if Aaron Judge was too far back and getting too rotational and swinging too much uphill? Mm-hmm. Well, can Teacher Man fix that, or is it just like you have to do this? Yep. And that's his big. I don't want to talk ill about anybody, but that's his big thing. It's like a one size fits all.
Yeah.
If you can't do it, I'm sorry. That's on you. That's not on me.
Yeah, it was the feel versus real thing that Ethan mentioned on the phone earlier is crazy. Like when I was a hitter, in my mind, dude, I was swinging straight freaking down. I was chopping wood, like that was it. And then you look out on film and it was slightly up.
Right.
You know, I thought when he first came out, I was like, that's kind of crazy. But then the velocity bat came out not long before after that, and it's like, and then it's all right. So that click, and I'm like, all right, yeah, that's right. Every once in a while I'd hit a ball and I'm like, why can't I do that all the time? It would just go like twice as far as all the other balls. And it was just because the separation between top and bottom, hips and shoulders and all those things, just the timing, it was all a timing thing on when things were released kinetically from the ground up. And we didn't get any of that stuff back then. But we in the early 2000s, late 90s, there was a tool called Right View Pro that was in the big leagues. It was big leaguers that had it, and my dad was able to get a license for it, and that's what he gave all his lessons on. And they called things like bat lag, which is basically what Teacher Man is talking about connection. Well, you want to be connected to your hips. Like, it didn't truly make sense what I saw all those years though until I saw it from a different. Until when Teacher Man said something, I thought, okay, so like technically it's this move is one thing, but I'm like, he's just telling people to get connected and get on plane, and now you're just rotating through. So I mean, like, and again, one of the players on Ethan's team, he that's what he focuses on. Great hitter, dude. His swing's awesome. Like, you know what I mean? So like what I was trying to do and what they were trying to do, you just got to figure out what your brain's saying and what's actually happening is two different things, and you just got to figure out what language they speak.
100%. The closer you can get feeling real together, that's where the magic happens.
That's right. That's right. So I'm wanting to make sure, Joey, that while we're with our time together, because again, as a parent, it's just there's so much noise, there's so much racket. The game of travel baseball, it's so competitive. Knowing that, like, I mean, literally, like you talked about in the beginning when you said I figured out I wasn't good enough. Well, the same pitching coach ET we keep talking about, he told me one time. He's like, Nick, do you know why the minor leagues exist? I'm like, no, why? He said, so the future big leaguers will have somebody to play against. And I was like, did he just tell me that I'm not a future big
pretty much.
I was like, damn, well, which one am I? But that brought great realization to a serious life circumstance. This was my job, right? This was my career. Awesome. As we're going through this, I'm like, I just want to make sure that you like, the person that pays you is not the player. It's usually the parent. So the parent has to have some buy-in, and a lot of times, whether it's good or bad, they're the ones that choose where the player goes. I don't know if the player always gets to choose where they get to go. And a lot of times it's where, everybody from the school team goes there, so that's where you'll go too. That happens a lot. Talk to me about there's one crucial reason that you should not choose an instructor, and that starts with a C and it ends with convenience.
That 100%.
Talk to me about that.
I get the aspect of it being a parent, like you want to go somewhere that is easy accessible. What I tell, and I talk to my wife about it because I work nonstop, is like I was taught a long time ago that the best ability is availability. And so if somebody is traveling in, I will make room and I will make time for them. It's because it's not easy, even coming from Nolensville to Murfreesboro.
Yeah.
It's not always easy, but you will, if you find a product that you like, you got to stick with it. Mm-hmm. Getting reps is not a thing. Going to somebody for reps is not a thing. You're wasting time, wasting money. You have to have somebody who will articulate a game plan for you, tell you where we need to go, and tell you how we're going to get there.
Thanks for tuning in. Like and subscribe for more, and visit nickhyder.com.